The first week of April saw the stars of literature descend on Oxford for the annual Sunday Times Literary Festival. The festival features guest talks, signings and masterclasses with the country's most popular authors, and with participants ranging from politicians to TV celebrities, there is something for everybody.
I'm DJ Taylor. I've just been talking about my book, Bright Young People, and it's about a very extraordinary youth cast composed of highborn aristocrats and artists and painters and writers and surrealists who cut a swathe through the upper reaches of London society in the late 1920s and early 1930s.
I'm Graham Benson. I'm on the board of the Oxford Literary Festival. It's, I think, 13 years old, and it's always held just before Easter, so there's room for us to accommodate guests at Christchurch and now a number of other colleges, including Corpus next door. You'll see we don't really leave many stones unturned. We've also had a very interesting theme this year, which we produced in association with the BBC, which is about poetry. We've been previewing some of their poetry programming. We've had some of the filmmakers here, some of the poets have been here.
One of the family highlights on the Saturday was Gadget Show host Jason Bradbury discussing his new novel with a little help from some robot friends.
I host the Gadget Show on Channel 5 and I've just written this book, .Robot, which is aimed at 9 to 13-year-olds but has something in it for everyone. It's about robots, technology, internet culture, a boy maths genius, 2 9-year-old computer gaming professionals from Japan, and the coolest girl character, Brooke English, age 12, who's already graduated PhD level in mechanical engineering from MIT. It rocks, and I'm very, very, very privileged to be here at the Oxford Literary Festival.
Well, I did like seeing the robots and I like the waist as well, around the cones. I watched the Gadget Show quite a bit and I think the robots are really cool.
I went to the opening event, Vince Cable, talking in the town hall on the credit crunch, and I've been to a panel session which was about teenage gang violence, and then I went to listen to Kate Adie doing a chat on people who do dangerous jobs.
We've had some really interesting speakers, as always, but I particularly enjoyed Chris Mullin, the Labour MP and Minister.
And it's not just authors that feature at the festival, with this year's event featuring a display of artwork from some of Oxfordshire's best illustrators.
I've worked in publishing for very many years and loved working with illustrators because I worked in children's publishing, and I thought that this could be a good venue to actually show illustrators and their work. I think people have really enjoyed it actually. It sort of added another dimension to the literary festival. But my real love is the fact that I think that the kid's illustrator is just as almost important as the author.
99% of the people here have got a book that they're promoting, but it's not just about selling books, it's about, I think, interesting people in literature, and obviously if they buy the book as well, the writers will keep streaming back. But it's about just finding out really how many people really are interested in books and poetry and plays and film and television with some literary connection.